43 years. I just had verified the 43 years. I didn't even keep track of it. I don't do it for the income. I don't do it for any kind of a power trip or anything like that. I do it to one. And only objective that I have is to take the students and try to get them straight, get them going right, get their credits all aligned where they're going to go to a 4-year college because we're a 2-year college, right? And 43 years have just gone by because I have a lot of fun. But tonight, I'd like to tell you about a story that is kind of gratifying because it not only meant a lot of additional work for me. I'm 78 years old, I'm still working every day, and I've got more jobs than I know what to do with. But it also reflected the immense attention that you talked about in your step for your third L. You know, and you gotta listen, So let me tell you the story if I may. This is a shirt that was the outcome of this. Today, we employ 200 people, they're all veterans. And most importantly, not only are they veterans, we're a $26.5 million company in about 4 to 5 years. So if you now take and put this all together, how did it start? Let me tell you, very easy. I'm opening my Business 111 class or something like that. And the man raises his hand, he says, "Professor," he says, "I'm a drill sergeant from Fort Benning, Georgia." I said, "Okay, that's pretty good." I said, "Thank you for your service." And, you know, I did my routine things that you normally do. And then what does he do? He says, "I took your class for one reason. I want to start a business." I said, "Woo, my kind of man. That's okay, we'll do that. We put a lot of people in business." By the way, I did get 7 speeches out of this, so I'm going to keep it to one subject tonight. So I got 6 more to go. I was going to load all 7 on you. But my friend over there, one. So I'm keeping it, and the company's called Grunt Style. Now, let me tell you, I said to him, I said, "What product are you going to sell, Sarge?" He says, "T-shirts." I said, "T-shirts?" I said, "My God, you can drive down the highway and you can see signs all over the place. Minute, I can make a T-shirt for you, any design, any color, any picture in 1 minute, right?" So what the hell are you doing going into T-shirts? He says to me, "Military apparel." And I said, military apparel. That hit you? You gotta listen. You gotta listen. If I didn't listen to him. And here's what I did. I waited. I said, "Why don't we kind of sleep on this till next? I'll sleep on it. You sleep on it." Guess what? I go out with my 2 granddaughters, hockey puck, psychologist. I go out with them to a party on Saturday night, and I'm watching people, young people. They all have Cubs, Cubs this, Cubs that, Cubs World Series, you know. They got everything. They got shirts on of all kinds of, designating all kinds of things. Okay? I said, "Well, maybe this guy's got something. And here's the lesson I want you to keep." Okay? I said, "We've got a sergeant, a drill sergeant. We've got a 4-year veteran. We can build a brand around that person. If we make him the brand of the company, and we use the computer, that's why I couldn't answer you on a retail question before. I have no idea. I work mostly with companies that use e-commerce. 2 major companies that I work with right now use e-commerce. And so I said, if we use e-commerce and we reach these veterans and we get these veterans to like this guy and measure it and do everything and send them a military message." Okay? Send them, just make a T-shirt, make any kind of a shirt, and send them a military message. We're going to have an audience, right? Little did I know as we started out with a 1-page plan that I was right. My hardest job was to keep that focus, and that's what I'd like to share with you. I would like to share with you today is keep that focus, because guess what? Sergeant Dan, he got to be a pretty big wheel. We got him up in Harper, and we had him making speeches, and he was making speeches on the radio and televisions and all that. Here was this new entrepreneur, and he wanted to go get the motorcycles. He says, I gotta make t-shirts for motorcycles. Dan's a brilliant guy. He's got a great mind. I kept him right. I said, no, we're gonna focus on the military. To this day, we're a $26 million company. We haven't touched Air Force, Navy, or Coast Guard. Yeah, we have touched the Marines. And I delivered some shirts to the Israeli Special Forces, but other than that, we have stayed a true, we've stayed a true military thing. We've got plenty of opportunity, but you have to stay focused. And one of the things I want to share with you, and I'll leave with you as we go along, is don't stray. It's so easy to stray. You know what we did for the motorcycle solution? I agree with you, Dan. I agree with you. What we're going to do is we're going to hire Duh. And we hired Mr. Duh. And he talks to the gangs. No reflection on the gangs. But you had to have somebody who could talk their language. And we put him in a room. We isolated him in a corner. Away from the military guys. He's not a veteran. He's the only non-veteran at the time when we were 100 employees. Maybe now we got a couple more non-veterans. And we served the motorcycle gangs. But we also gave them the militias. We gave them a little bit, trying to get them aboard in the military a little bit. You got a whole bunch of militias in the United States running around Michigan, Idaho, and states like that. But I stayed focused. I stayed focused. So, if I can leave a message with you, and how important it is that we can take somebody from ground up, develop the company, and we started moving him around all over places, and I did all the business thinking for him. He did the marketing, but I kept the business going. And we learned things like inventory is evil and so forth, which I can talk about. That'd be subject number 8. I'm just sitting there inventing subjects, but in all seriousness, it can be done. And we live in a great country. This is the only country you could do that. You couldn't start a business making t-shirts anywhere else. Try it. So I leave you with that message. My last and proudest moment was I was watching the Daytona 500. And guess what? Dan calls me about 3 weeks before that. He says, what do you think about us advertising, TV advertising, Grunt Style, in the Daytona 500? I said, right on. Why would I do that?
Focus.
Focus. I've got rednecks, I got military, I got people who fly the American flag, I got jets flying overhead, I got the whole 9 yards going to a NASCAR race. If you watch very carefully, Grunt Style had 3 ads. Did I have a proud moment? But I remember when I sat there with this man and we started the business in the classroom where he said, Professor, will you help me start a business? Thank you. Thank you.